Hi, everyone. It's Arthur here at Arthur Ease Your Mind on YouTube. And tonight, I sound like Elmer Fudd. And tonight, my guest is Colleen, the Cool Crone. It's like, I think, the second show we've done together solo like this.
Yeah. And we've never done one on your channel. So it's a first.
And I usually don't do shows on Thursday. So that's a first, too.
That's a first, too. That's right. It's just, in other words, everybody, this is extremely special. So just want to put it out there. Rare.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I tell people, I'm medium rare. But so how are you? We really didn't talk before the show. So I am asking, how are you?
I am doing well. I'm super, super busy. I figured by this time of the year I would be kind of slowing down a little bit. And it is slowing down somewhat, but I still feel like because all the things that I put off in the summer, I'm finally doing now. So even though my job and this job and everything is kind of like settling into a rhythm, I'm still a little busy, but I like to be busy. My Mercury's in Virgo. If I'm sitting around with too much time, I feel weird. So,
yeah, we don't see watching Netflix and streaming and eating bonbons.
That's busy. That's time. I mean, I do that. That's built into the schedule.
Yeah. I just call it my three-way with Ben and Jerry and Netflix.
And then no, everybody's embarrassed to ask you any further about it. Oh, three-way.
Yeah. Yeah. So
how about you?
Again, I'm okay. I wake up breathing. I'm happy. Or I didn't learn my lesson. I'm still here. But if anyone is looking for a wonderful reading from Colleen, here's her info. Yay. And after the show, please go to her YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. It really helps her out.
It is free.
What is this? It seems like there's like now a timer on these things. So
it's just weird.
TheCoolCrone.com. There you go.
Yep. Everywhere you want to find me, it's the Cool Crone. That's what it is. So if anybody else is calling themselves the Cool Crone, it's not me. It's me. The Cool Crone.
The uncool crone.
Yeah, there's a few of those out there.
Yeah. I have a few clients that were like that too. Just kidding. So what else do you have coming up?
Well, I'm completely obsessed with 3i Atlas right now. And so I'm doing videos about 3i Atlas. I'm talking everybody's ear off about 3i Atlas. I'm looking at 3i Atlas. I'm watching videos about 3i Atlas. It's just absorbs me. I just think it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing time to be on this planet and to be witnessing that. It's just amazing. Amazing. So there's that. Let's see what else. Oh, I just introduced merch on my website.
Ooh, what do you got?
So I have a few things. I have like a hat with my logo on it, which is really cool. I'm waiting for the sample, but I think it's already up on the website. And some kind of like a bag or something like that. And then I have like things that smell good. Like I have some really good smelling like candles and stuff like that on the website. And then I have this I'm really, really excited about. This is my water bottle with my logo on it.
Coolness.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
And on the back, it has a wonderful inspirational saying, which is my own. And it says, "You are perfect just the way you are right now." So if you're running or walking and you look down, you go, yeah, I'm perfect just the way I am right now. It's a good thing to think.
You say that a lot, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's a good thing to say to yourself because you are. You're in the perfect place that you're supposed to be right this minute in time. And I think the more we remind ourselves of that, the happier we be.
So what is 3i Atlas?
So that is a good question because it is very up in the air about what it is. Initially, NASA just said, it's a comet. It's a comet. And then Avi Loeb, an astrophysicist from Harvard, and a few other people too, said, yeah, but it's not doing this like a comet, and it's not doing that like a comet. And he came up initially he came up with like 9 anomalies. Well, now he's up to about 13, maybe even 15 by now.
And they're all traveling at the same speed, right?
No, well,
There
no.
was one of them where it like 9 of those things like partners appeared around it.
Oh, no. There's I think at one point they said there was 17. Now I think they've settled in on there's like 12 or something of these things that look like itty bitty baby comets that are traveling with it in sync. Like the positions around the thing, the object doesn't change. So that's very uncomet like. Comets don't come with a herd, they they're just by themselves. But it's got a bunch of stuff that it just doesn't act like normal comets. Now, Jennifer Lisa Vest is saying that, well, part of the thing that's so weird with Three Eye Atlas is that we don't recognize life in the same way that the rest of the universe does.
Right.
We recognize this carbon-based form of life, and then like an amoeba, okay, an animal, okay. But we don't recognize all these different forms of life that apparently do exist in the universe. And I mean, I'm not against that. I'm not against any of it. So I would not be surprised at all if there was like thousands of different kinds of life in the universe. I mean, there's millions of different galaxies. So why wouldn't there be millions of different kinds of life?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's one thing. And that also is kind of in parallel with the thinking, the paradigm of, well, comets do this. Well, maybe the comets that we've seen do that, but maybe the things that we would sort of recognize as comets can also do other things and behave in other ways. So that's the fascinating thing about it, is that it breaks the mold completely, and yet
Mm-hmm.
NASA is just clinging to this idea that it's a comet. And here comes my cat.
So
My
it's
cat.
defining our laws of gravity, our laws of physics.
Oh, yes, it is. It's not connecting with any of the gravitational pulls of any of the things that it goes by, like the sun. Like it went pretty close to the sun. It went right around where Mercury is. The Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, but all of our planets do have a gravitational pull to the
Yes.
sun, hence their orbit. And yeah, Three Eye Atlas is not doing that. Um, it also made a course correction. That's something comets don't do.
Now, wasn't there
Amazing.
another on the other side, the Swan or something coming in? Another one?
There have been in the past. That was in the past. There was 2 other interstellar objects that they have noticed. I think in 20. I'm probably wrong about this, but I think 2019 and 2021, there were 2 other objects that came in that were identified as being interstellar, coming from outside our galaxy. One of them behaved like a comet and one of them did not. I can't remember which one is which, but this one's very, very different, but they're so much smaller than this. This
Mm.
is like way, way huger. And so originally, or initially, I guess by September, I think is when I really became aware of it, of everything about it. And um, in September, they were saying that it was about the size of the island of Manhattan. Well, now they don't know that that's true, because the laws of physics and the way that we measure things with all of our machines that measure stuff, they don't quite trust that they're measuring it the right way. This thing could be just a whole nother planet size. I mean, like huge, like not like the dwarf planets and the asteroids and the Kuiper belt. Like these things, this thing could be like, maybe moon size or bigger. I mean, big. So, it's just that NASA doesn't know, but NASA doesn't want us to know either. And
Right.
another thing that's really weird is the amateur photographers, who are mostly also astronomers,
Mm-hmm.
are saying that it doesn't look the way it looks like in the pictures by NASA. They're getting very clear pictures of it, which are way different than the fuzzy, muddy pictures that NASA's taking. And one photographer's analysis of that is that the highly tuned, highly refined telescopes that they're using in these very professional scientific spheres are tuned you know how when you take a picture with a camera, you have all the different settings that you make,
Mhm.
you know. They're saying that their settings with those telescopes are set for certain things that may not really be working with the way this object really is. And the amateur photographers are taking them with, you know, lower level cameras that aren't set for all of this stuff, but are kind of, I mean, for lack of a better term, almost on autofocus, right? And
Yeah.
they're getting a better picture. They're getting a better idea of what it is. So just just
It's like
fascinating.
taking pictures and all of a sudden you can't see them, but all of a sudden when you look at the pictures, like you've got globes all around the place.
Exactly. Exactly. It's that kind of thing. It's that kind of thing. Like before digital cameras, who knew that pictures of orbs were so easy to get? You know, then all of a sudden everybody's like, wait, there's orbs all over the place. So, yeah,
Mhm.
it's that kind of thing. Exactly. So it's just blowing their minds with all of the anomalies, all of the things
Mhm.
that don't make sense about a normal comet. So, I mean, and I'm not, please don't come at me for not knowing the scientific terms and all this stuff.
It's
I am
okay.
not a
I mean,
scientist.
you know more than me, so.
Yeah, I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer on YouTube. I mean, give me a break. I'm just really fascinated by this thing because I'm an astrologer. I'm like, wow, is this thing going to end up, you know, getting pulled into an orbit of one
Yeah.
of the sun, and then is it going to become a part of our astrology? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, you're an
Wouldn't that be
astrologer, not
awesome?
an astronomer.
Yeah, I'm not an astronomer. No.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Well, coolness. Well, just let everybody know we're doing questions tonight, and I typed it, so I might as well put it up. Uh, what we ask is you put topic-specific questions, and we're doing both politics and personal. So we'll hit on that. And real quick, just a little housekeeping, and I'm not talking about Windows. This Saturday, Val and I are doing a Zoom event. 10 people in a Zoom room, and we give each one a 10-minute reading, and everyone's questions are related to everybody. It's amazing how it happens. And so that'll be at on Saturday at 3:30. There's, I believe, 1 or 2 seats still available for that. And then we decided to take that on the road, sort of. And so March 15th at the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino, starting at 11, and it's going to last about 6 hours with the two of us, with an hour break. And it's the same thing that we're doing for Zoom, but live. And then after that, then individual readings with Val and myself. So I believe they're in there. There are, last night, I think there were 2 seats available, and it's limited to 10. So go to dragonflycrystals.store, and there's also discount codes and everything if you want to stay at the Golden Nugget, et cetera, et cetera. So it's on the Ides of March, which is Sunday, March 15th. So that's what
I'm
we're
sure
doing.
that's going to be just an amazing event. Just amazing.
Yeah, I told them I can't have a drink until afterwards because I can't edit myself.
Yeah. I don't think anybody can really.
Oh, I've been at parties where people have asked me to say something, and I'm like, no, can't go there.
Yeah.
And I remember this one party, this girl kept on insisting and getting louder and louder to try and embarrass me. And I just whispered something in her ear, and which isn't appropriate to say here. And she just started screaming and yelling, calling me Diablo, and ran out of the room. So
Oh my gosh.
I said, you asked.
Yeah.
It was,
That's
tell me
right.
something nobody knows. So I told her.
Wow.
She said, nobody
I'm
knows that. You're the devil.
I'm gonna adjust my camera. Please don't freak out, guys. My head isn't exploding, but I'm just gonna adjust so I'm a little bit more equal there. There we go.
Also, if anybody needs to get a hold of me, you can find me I always say if I'm not on the Rodeo with the sandwich board, ArthurEaseYourMind.com. Just finished, filled up December this morning, and so January has become available. The other real quick is I do have guided meditations, and I've got a really cool one right now for the winter solstice. So it's about 20 minutes long with affirmations, 528 hertz. So it's about manifesting and using the energies of this period to bring in 2026. And then to do it one step further, there's a solstice ritual for December 21st. And I was just looking at it now. And it's very gentle, very easy, very simple on what to do on after sunset on the 21st to bring in 2026 for yourself. Okay? So I guess that's enough housekeeping.
But those things are so important to do, to set your intentions and to set up what you want to have in the next year. This is
It's
just
perfect time
the
for it.
time to do it. Yeah. And also just this year, the way the astrology is happening, the way the energy is lifting, the way things are shifting, it's just the perfect time to be very intentional about where you're going in the future. So go for it, you guys. Grab those meditations and that ritual and go for it.
And also when it comes to things of that nature, what I remind people is it's about writing some things down, but you don't write things out of rote. You write it from your heart with emotion, and that's when the magic happens.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just Colleen and I. We have no one in the background today. So please forgive us as we fuddle through this, because I'm not used to doing questions and reading and all that good stuff at the same time.
Well, I've started a few things too.
So have I. So we'll go for it. So why don't we get started? I'll just go with the first one.
Okay.
And it's from Julian Wells. There are some Epstein files coming out on the 19th of this month. What will be the fallout from this? My first reaction is, it's not enough. You're holding things behind.
Yeah, I think Pam Bondi is doing her darndest to try to collapse whatever does come out and to restrict it, because, I mean, she had that little whisper of she's going to reopen or open an investigation, which of course would be in conflict with letting things go. My cat's getting antsy. I don't know why. Mm. And also, I feel like, they are between a rock and a hard place. They really have to do something.
Yeah.
So I feel that they're going to let out something that's either a repeat that's already been let out and they're going to pretend like it's new, or they're going to let out something that's just like,
Generic?
a Chinese menu or generic. Yeah. Something that we've already seen. So
Okay.
it's going to be a kind of a flat balloon.
Okay. Well, I picked up something on Sunday, Monday to my Sunday show, that it's not coming from the files, but towards the end of this month into January, that something's coming out about the Orange Menace, and everyone's going to go, ew. It's a WTF moment that once seen or heard, you can't get rid of it. And that's going to really escalate a lot of his downfall. Because even the diehards are going to go like, what? I'm not sure if it's a picture, a video. I'm not sure what it is. My guides aren't saying. They're just saying, just wait and see. It's going to,
Yeah.
It's going to do some stuff. So
yeah, that resonates for me as well. I feel like if you look at the energy that Dumpy is expressing, it's frantic and it's spasmodic. It's a reaction. It's just like a need. He's just like, he just like lets things out like that. And I think that's coming from him because he's scared to death. He's just scared to death.
He's blurting stuff out like, in a frenetic way that also mirrors a mental decline like his father had.
Oh yeah. He's definitely in that. I think he's really in the throes of that. I think he's in the space where, I mean, you've heard, he doesn't come down until noon. He gets fed in bed. He probably has to have a team of at least 6 people getting him dressed and combed and whatever. But the man is being put through his paces, which personally I think is elder abuse, but he's just being put through paces in order
Mm.
to be the stand-in until they can figure out how to have a different person there.
Yeah. Well,
Sad.
yeah, it's like Weekend at Bernie's.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
And by the way, there are a few medical questions that we're not going to touch tonight because we're not doctors and
Yeah.
we're not lawyers either. So
Yeah.
if we can answer them, we'll try. But in most cases, there are a few up here that we're not going to be getting to. So before you write and say, how come you didn't answer my question? There you go. It's because we don't like you. Just kidding. Hi, Angie. Can I please get a message from my guide, Adam? That is important. He appeared brilliant white light around me. His face and body is black. He walked 3 feet off the ground in my bedroom. So what's the message? I think he has a sense of humor because I just heard, well, we didn't scare you, did we?
Nice. Nice.
I'm just getting he wanted you to know that he's around. And thank you for naming me.
Kitty. I get that this guide is yeah, he probably has a sense of humor. I think Arthur is definitely right about that, but also I think that he has messages for you about your own greatness. But it's going to take you building a relationship and understanding how to talk to this guide and hearing really what they have to say, hearing how they say things to you. But eventually, yeah, they're going to be talking to you about your own greatness and abilities.
That's great. Thanks, Angie. Let's see here. Oh, Cassandra. My cat is dying, and I'm taking two in tomorrow to cross the Rainbow Bridge. Does she know how much I love her, and is there anything she wants me to know? She knows how much she loves you. There's no question. She knows it's time. She knows it's time. And she's saying thank you. Because as a compassionate person, you don't want to see kitty cat suffer in any way, shape, or form. And she's been around for quite some time around you. She comes back. So know that. Once they leave us, they do. My Min Pin lady, she still shows up. It's been years. And so your cat's still going to come up. She loves you, and she'll continue loving you, and she never stops loving you. And she knows she is loved. So yes, to answer your question.
Yeah, all those things that Arthur said. Yeah, that's true. Cats are so connected to the spirit world that they they do know. They do know. If they're not hearing our thoughts, reading our thoughts, that they just feel it within themselves. And of course, your cat knows how much you love her. Of course she does. And if it's time, it's time. It's probably the perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how they work with us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my cat and let her see the rest of the house. I'll be right back.
But thank you, Cassandra. I'm going to continue the next question, or we'll just talk about Colleen behind her back. Iris, hi. Will my birthday weekend go smoothly? Well, you're going to sleep like a baby, wake up crying, go to the bathroom, wake up crying, have something to eat, go back to sleep, wake up crying. Yeah, I'm going to sleep like a baby. Just kidding. Of course, you're going to have a great weekend because it's your birthday and it's all about you and it's your party. And you can cry if you want to, but I don't see you crying. Congratulations. If I'd known, I would have baked a cake. I can't eat it. I'm diabetic. But, oh. And I actually feel there's going to be some surprise communications. Some things that come out, but may not be on the birthday weekend, but maybe afterwards. That's going to surprise you in a good way. So congratulations.
I just pulled a couple cards. You do probably want to take it easy as far as partying goes, but this birthday is the mark of a real change in your life, a real transformation, going on to something else. And I mean, the energy for a lot of people is to go on to something else and to go with the shift of energy that's coming. But you're you're gonna definitely be in some kind of a transformative um, experience. Not just starting on your birthday, probably a little bit before. And don't fight it. Just let all that stuff happen because it's for the best. It's for you, and it's going to be great. And happy solar return. And every year we have a chance to do this, but this year for you is going to be dramatic.
I'd also suggest, as you know, I have guided meditations on my YouTube channel. There's one called Fresh Start, and I'd suggest listening to that because it is a fresh start for you. Okay. So again, happy birthday, Iris. Thanks for being here. Lorraine, what is causing my lightheadedness? I don't feel grounded, and it's a mystery to my doctors so far. Thank you. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on right now astrologically, so it makes sense. I'll let you go with this one, Colleen.
Yeah, the energy actually since I want to say July really has just been building and building. And every month we're saying for the astrology, we're saying, well, this month is extraordinary. This whole year has been extraordinary. And so, some people, when they feel this change of energy, may feel like they kind of dig in their heels, like, no, I'm not changing. No, I'm not doing that. That's not for me. And then when they do change, it's like a rubber band snaps. They're just like, boom, everything just really goes. And it's a personal thing. Some people are ready, some people are not ready, but the lightheadedness might be because you're changing also, not just due to the changing energy, but you yourself are experiencing what we used to refer to about 10 years ago as ascension symptoms. Like your energy is getting lighter, your vibration is raising up, you're changing, you're discovering things, you're accepting things that you didn't accept before. And it shakes up those synapses. And before you know it, you're kind of like, whoa, where am I? Am I, up here? Am I? And I would just say, if you truly feel ungrounded, and for some people, that's almost a dizziness, or they almost feel a little bit like sick or nauseous almost, you can always put just a little bit of salt on your tongue, or you can have some
Mhm.
dark chocolate, or you can eat a root vegetable. Even potato chips counts, something salt, and the potatoes, that's good to ground. Or touch a plant, touch an animal, touch a tree, go out and walk on the actual earth. Those are all things that can ground you. But the real thing, I think, is to understand what is really happening. So close your eyes, send a cord of light down into the earth, and ask yourself, am I ascending, lightening, getting enlightened? What's going on? Because it probably isn't a physical thing that your doctors can find. It probably
Mm-mm.
is more you connecting to everything else in the universe, and Yeah, that can make you feel a little lightheaded sometimes. It's not a bad thing.
No, I don't see
Congratulations.
this going on for like months and months and months either.
No, because you'll get used to it and you'll settle into it.
Mm-hmm. It's not like you've got low blood sugar and you're standing up too fast.
Mm-mm. No, it's not that kind of lightheaded.
No. But it's going to be fine, Lorraine. It just means you're growing in more ways than one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Lorraine. Hi, Cindy. Will my husband and I's trip to Maui in February go smoothly and uneventful? Last year, we witnessed, oh my God, an explosion of natural gas barbecues, and my tinnitus has been worse ever since.
Mm.
Oh my God, what do you do? National Lampoon's Vacation, Hawaii Vacation?
Wow.
It'll be uneventful. Actually, I see you getting more grounded and anchored this time in Maui. And yeah, I don't see things exploding around you.
Explosions, huh?
And the tinnitus, I feel, is starting to dissipate. It will start. So
yeah, I see much more grounded too. Safety, groundedness, and a really beautiful memory will be made on this vacation. So it's not going to be the memory of an explosion. It's going to be a really beautiful memory.
Okay. Thank you, Cindy. Creative Chick Studios. I would like to get a message from my spirit guides for January. Thanks. Well, they gave you one for December and you ignored them, so I don't know if they're going to talk to you in January. Just kidding. Maybe. Maybe I'm kidding. Maybe. Actually, 2026, what they're saying is it's a year, whether you try to or not, you're going to be divorcing yourself from the past. In fact, I also feel you've been actually doing that since November and already bringing in the new year this month. And you're letting go of a lot of stuff. Just because people have said something in 2025 doesn't mean what they said was true. You're realizing that. You're realizing your full internal powers and who you are. And remind yourself it's a selfless act to take care of oneself first. So that's what I'm getting for you.
That's great. I agree. I also feel that it's a time when you're going to be doing something way outside your comfort zone. And yet it is going to be something that links back to things that you wanted to do many, many years ago, but you just let it go. You just thought, oh, that's impossible. I can't do that. And now it's coming back as an echo to this time in your life where you're feeling like, yeah, I can step outside and do that. And so that's the letting go. You're letting go of the limitation that you cannot do those things, and some of those things are way old in your life. So it's going to be this huge weight that is lifted off when you start experiencing this. So very exciting for January for you, I think.
I don't know if this makes sense or not, but I keep on hearing this song "To Dream the Impossible Dream."
Yeah, that's good.
That's what I keep on hearing. So that's great. Thank you, Creative Chick Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Will the international courts and UN intervene concerning the U.S. pirating of Venezuelan tankers?
Good question.
Yeah, they are acting like pirates.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could. I'm just hearing sanctions against the United States. That's what I'm getting.
We will be extremely isolated from this. Extremely isolated. This is going to have some repercussions. And it's just going to make, Dumpy Boy, go out and make some other wild-haired plans with who knows who. But yeah, it's going to really isolate us, And you'll hear his inner circle, shaking their fists in the air, and they can't do that. We'll fight back. We'll kill them all. The just ridiculous stuff. But the practical on the ground result of this is that United States, it will be clear to the world how much the United States is isolating itself.
Right. But also I feel the world understands it's not us individually. Right. Yeah. It's the our fearful leader.
Yeah. Yeah, big time. Big time.
I just got an image of Stephen Miller sitting in Howard Johnson's booster seat. I don't know why. I'm just going to say that.
I don't know where I saw this. This is either on Pod Save the World or Midas Touch, but there was somebody did a little poster thing that you'd post on YouTube that had Dumpy, Stephen Miller, and Hegseth all in handcuffs. And then they showed him in the back of a car, all of them with their handcuffs and going, "Oh no," like crying.
Yeah, not praying, but crying.
Crying, yeah, not praying. No.
Yeah.
It's we all said it's going to get worse before it gets better, and this is that part where it's getting worse and scary.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny. I was going to say something, but before I started the show, one of my medications I get out of Canada because it's like $1,500 a month here in the States. It's only like $100 out of Canada.
Wow. So
when I placed the order, she said some ridiculous price. I said, "Excuse me?" She said, "Oh, there's a $57 tariff on it."
On per pill?
No, on prescription on this.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's $100 and the tariff is $57, more than 50%.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway. I just thought I'd throw that out to the peanut gallery. Goody Cat Mom. Will I find love in 2026? Well, if you like calico cats, sure. That was a bad joke. Sorry. I'm getting a yes on it. Comes to a mutual friend or acquaintance. It starts as a friendship. It's like, it's not going to be through a dating site or anything like that. Like friend of a friend of a friend. You meet through a mutual acquaintance. And I do have a guided meditation called Attract Love. But I say yes. May and June is what I'm getting.
I'll go along with that. That sounds good.
Okay. So if you know companies, come and clean the house. Pink Lily. What's next on my soul path over the next 6 months? Well, your life lesson is to drive everybody crazy, and you've done really good so far. But just kidding. Actually, it feels like since August, you've really been letting go, and there's some communication, or I'm getting some type of contract being signed or some paperwork being signed that's very beneficial to you in February. So you're moving forward. That's what they keep on yelling. Moving forward. And not living in the past.
Your spiritual side is one that if you embrace it, you will feel much more in the flow of your life. And you've got a lot of things coming to the surface that maybe you've been ignoring, or maybe you're afraid of them, or maybe you just don't like them. But if there is any sort of like conflict or anxiety or anything in your life, I think it will ease if you can embrace your own gifts, if you can embrace your own intuition, clairsentience, clairaudience, claircognizance, clairvoyance, whatever you have. But if you can embrace that more, you'll feel more in the flow of life. And that also really helps you attract love, because we all pretty much want love. We all want that.
Great. Says this Cool Crone. Isn't she cool, people?
Look, I matched the background too.
I noticed. And we didn't do that on purpose. Well,
No.
that's just somebody once said to me, why do you wear purple eyeliner? It's like, it's my glasses.
Yeah, my glasses do that too. They always look purple in the camera.
Because it's the blue filter on them.
Mm-hmm.
Winnie, hello. I hope you're well physically. We're experiencing flooding here in Washington.
Oh, wow. My sister's in Washington. I didn't know there was flooding there. Wow. Well, I'm in New Jersey. There's no flooding here. Just, little update.
And I'm in Los Angeles. No flooding here. Just, at one point there was flooding of like National Guards and military people, but that's another story. But I get you're going to be okay. Just, galoshes or rain boots.
It's a symptom of this grand water trine that we're going through with astrology, and these planets are so huge, and so huge events happening with water. That's literally the meaning of the grand trine, but also emotions, lots and lots of emotions. So going through that, it's a time of cleansing emotionally, but also a time of experiencing your emotions and sharing times with other people where you have common emotions, like your response to the flooding, or your response to people in need, or your feeling that you are in need. So gathering with other people and bonding with those emotions is also a really, really cleansing and powerful thing to do right now as well.
Yeah, when we're all like getting sandbags and putting them in front of people's houses, it's good community service.
Yeah, and it literally does make you feel good doing that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Winnie. Flower power. I am trying to reorganize things in my home. Will I be done January 1st? Are you kidding? No. You're getting there, though. But I would give yourself to February 1st at the earliest. Unless you have somebody coming and helping you, because what I become picking up is you pick up something and all of a sudden it's like all these memories come flooding back and sentimental, and then it's 20 minutes gone as opposed to just moving something. So, but you'll do it. You have to be honest with yourself.
If there's no big deadline that you have to have it done by January 1st, then, maybe as Arthur is saying, you're going to have emotional responses to some of these things too. So kind of enjoy that journey. looking at all these things that you probably haven't looked at in a long time. And as you let them go with a little more intention because you're looking at them and experiencing them, it's a bigger load off. It's a bigger relief. It's a bigger release. So enjoy it.
I also get you, seriously, make sure you have the box for the donations. Because there's stuff you're holding on to that you do not need to hold on to anymore.
Mhm.
In feng shui, they say, if there's like, I had a client and her husband had bought her this incredible painting. They had divorced for 10 years. But every time she was in that room, she would get upset. And I said, get rid of the painting or, sell it. Well, why? I love it. It's like, yeah, but in the back of your head, all you do is think about your husband subconsciously every time you see it, your ex.
Yeah.
So she replaced it. She turned it in for something else, and night and day. Totally different energies. But
Yeah.
you're going to do fine, Flower Power. We've got faith in you. Katerina, hi, Arthur and Colleen. Please, can I have a message from my guardian for 2026? Thank you. Do Arthur's meditation for the winter solstice. No, just kidding. No, you can still do it. I didn't say that. I did. It's a time, again, it's interesting. Again, you put a lot of things on hold in August, and now it's time to revisit those things through different eyes and move forward with it. And as we get to May, it's almost like a new you. So, congratulations.
Yeah, I would say don't be afraid of letting things go. Don't be afraid of looking at the things that you value and the things that mean a lot to you and changing your mind about things. You may have been judging or weighing things on a scale that is outdated for you now, but you just have always done it that way. It's just a habit to judge yourself and judge your success and judge what you need and judge your money on a scale that is maybe 25 years too old. So update it and let some things go, and you'll feel, I think, a lot freer, and happier. Let it go. You know what? You might want to get a past life reading and see if there's something from a past life that is causing you to really hang on to things. Because a lot of us have had past lives as spiritual healers, spiritual teachers, religious past life experiences where we had a lot of rules and structure. And we don't need that now.
Mhm.
We are tuned in enough now that we can guide ourselves and we can guide our souls ourselves. We don't really need a guru. We don't really need a teacher. We need to go within and listen to our own inner voice. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, I agree on that. Thank you, Katharina. Jillian, hi, Arthur and Colleen. My mom's name was Colleen, and I still in awe when I see it. Does my mom have a message for me? I'll let Colleen go first.
Mhm. She's so happy for you and she loves you and she just thinks you're amazing and she's very proud of you.
There are some changes you went through in July, and you weren't sure. She's saying you did the best thing. Don't question yourself. And again, like Colleen said, very proud of you, very happy for you. She's around you. Talk to her. Yeah. She's going to be around you all through 2026. And You're going to be hearing, I get you're going to be, I want to say some whispers, but it may come in a dream state from her. So there are some messages coming up directly from her. So, and she's very happy every time you see the name Colleen, you think of her. Okay. So thanks, Jillian. Book Witched.
Book Bewitched.
Yeah, Bewitched. Hello, sweet Arthur and Cool Crone sister. Oh, I thought it was a question. Hello.
Hello. Nice to see you here.
This is why we need people in the background. Oh, and Rhonda, you're welcome. Thank you for sharing your energy tonight. Barbara Tucker. Will my finances ever improve?
Oh, can I go first?
Oh, please do.
This is another reason to get a past life reading. A lot of times with money, we have things right in front of us that we cannot accept, we cannot bring into our lives because we have a movie script, a soundtrack going in our head telling us that we don't deserve it, we didn't earn it, we're not good enough, we got to work hard for it. You don't actually have to work hard for it. In fact, the more you enjoy life, usually the more prosperous you are. But if you've got this little thing that's kind of blocking it, then you got to let go of that. And a lot of times that is coming from past life stuff. And that actually is the easiest way to let go of it, is seeing it in a past life reading and being able to say, huh, so that's not even in this life. That's just in a past life. I was denied something and I was told that I didn't deserve it. And I'm still carrying that around. Huh. Well, that's BS. I don't need to do that anymore. It's just much easier to let go of in that mode. So I would just say, well, your finances maybe have already improved, you just don't know it.
Yeah. Do you do past life readings?
I do. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I say go for it? It's funny, when I've had my past read, the one thing that came up in all the various readings in the last 20 years is that at one point I was a nun and had taken a vow of poverty. I'm like, well, that makes sense. And that I was
Yeah.
abused. And I said, was my name Bernadette? You know,
Yeah.
but your
And
finances do improve, Barbara. It's also looking at the finances differently, because what was important to you 5 years ago is not the same. We have different priorities now, and the finances will be there. They will be there. So
another thing with finances that is very helpful is look up Louise Hay on YouTube and listen to her lectures about prosperity. They're short, they're not more than an hour to maybe 2 hours tops. And she has constructive, practical things that you can do to rewrite that movie script in your head so that you do feel that you deserve the money, and that you allow the prosperity to come in. It's so important. So
yeah,
important.
yeah. So let's see here. We've only got time for maybe one or two more questions. Okay, this is interesting. Cat Nana. Hi, Colleen and Arthur. Thank you for being here. Tuesday, 2 a.m., I had two loud knocks on my bedroom door. Jumped up, checked whole house. Was it my dad's spirit? What message does he have for me?
Mm.
Well, the fact that you knew it was your dad, you're asking it was your dad, it was. He's trying to get your attention. There's something what I'm getting here is there's something you're ignoring or choosing to ignore right now, when it's like, you can't. And he's trying to get your attention to just face it, get it over with, get it done. And then you keep on moving forward with it. What it is that he's not saying. But he's happy for you. I mean, he's got a belly laugh. It's like, I didn't mean to wake you, but you weren't listening. Seriously, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I agree. It's your dad. And this behavior is maybe characteristic of your dad, because if you weren't paying attention to something, he would do something to really get your attention. So I would say too, do one of Arthur's meditations, and afterwards just sit in that energy and ask if your dad has any other message, because it's for you. And when you're really in that very relaxed state, it's a little easier sometimes to hear.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%. And hi, Kevin Lewis. Stop by.
Oh, hi, Kevin.
I think we're going to end this with this. And I'm going to put it on Colleen's shoulders.
Okay.
Can we have a short blessing for all?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd like everybody to just close their eyes for a moment and take a big deep breath in through their nose and blow out through their mouth, and envision themselves in a huge big bubble of white light. And this bubble of white light is bringing to us a blessing from the universe, maybe from Three Eye Atlas. I don't know if they do blessings, but I'm going to take it. And from all of your guides and angels, and from everyone here in the chat, and from me and Arthur. We're all just giving each other a big round robin of love and light and blessings, and saying, envision a most beautiful 2026, a most beautiful future for ourselves, each and every one of us, and a very beautiful future for our country. And so it is.
Thank you, Colleen.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you for being here tonight, everyone. I'm sorry if we didn't get to your questions, but we'll be doing this again. And Colleen has her show on Saturday, is it?
Saturday's Three Eye Atlas, and tomorrow is going to be the Cool Crone Oracle on my channel. And I post. If you subscribe, you'll see posts just before I do live streams, so that like a day or two ahead of time what I'm going to be doing.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I've got a members only tomorrow night.
Very nice.
Those are fun.
Nice. Yeah.
So again, if we didn't get to your question, sometimes if you listen to the other answers from other people, it relates to you. It really does. Mm-hmm. So again, we're all in this together, people. And thank you, Colleen, for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me, Arthur. I really appreciate you having me on. And thank
fun.
you, everybody in the chat. Thanks for letting us do your questions. And I hope to see you
moderators, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, moderators, everybody.
And we'll be seeing you. All right. So thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye.